Well, apparently I'm live. Welcome to Simon NoChaNoMa, Simon's living room. If you're still there, Vids of Imam and Barringer. Here we are in Bruges, no less. And one of the typical horse-drawn carriages tours that you get around here. And we're just stood here at the moment on the smallest bridge in Bruges. Nobody watching, but anyway, it may record. So you can watch after the event. Welcome. Here we are in the capital city of West Flanders, in the Flemish region of Belgium. Population 120,000. Interesting facts I have on the right of my screen. We shall go from here into the center of the town and try and not get run over by horses or step in poo. I shall just switch the camera back. Okay. There we are, that's me. Just to prove that I'm here. Hey, Nosh. I can't see. I can see you. I can see you, Nosh. I have now the StreamYard app, which shows me that you're there. So you can't lurk anymore. But yes, here I am. It's relatively dry here. I set off from my hometown in the rain and dried out on the train. Yes, at the moment you're just seeing my face and some scenic background. I shall change this camera around. That's one thing with this app. It's not doesn't have the ability to change the camera quickly, so you'll have to be patient with me while I just hope. Am I coming across loud and clear? That's the main thing. Oh, it's just starting to drizzle. Luckily, I brought my umbrella, which I have to hand. And oh, I'm going to get run over by a horse here. There we go. Just let it go past. Indeed, I am coming loud and clear. Very good. Good. Well, it's working. That's something. More and more horses. They're all coming through here. Right. Whoop. I shall go onto the. I shall cross the road under the trees, out of the drizzle. I'll change the camera so you're not just looking at me, throwing my umbrella away there. So you can see stuff, not just me. Hang on. Right. More camera. Hello. There we are. Right, that's a bit better. So I was doing all this 2 weeks ago, talking to the screen, and not a lot was happening. But anyway, I got some information to the right of my screen here, which may or may not be of interest. Bruges covers an area of 138 square kilometers. And it's 17, we are 17 feet above sea level. God almighty, very interesting. But yes, we're heading now to the center of the city, but the city has been here, or there has been Bruges, which comes from the old Dutch Brugge, which means bridge, of course. And there are something like 80 bridges in Bruges. And originally it was just a stopping place with a bridge, a Roman bridge. That gives you an idea of the age. And then it developed the sea around here, cut out channels, and then they built around those channels, and those eventually became the canals, and that became its source of wealth, because the ships could easily bring their produce to the center of the town. Very historical. But we're approaching now another of the bridges. I think the fish market is over there somewhere. She'll have a look at that. Do tell me if I'm boring you. You're boring me, Simon. Okay. But it's a little bit livelier actually here than it was a couple of weeks ago. I mean, I came about more or less the same time, and it was beautiful weather, but more tourists seem to have turned up. And here we have one of the mooring places for the boat tours. I haven't actually been on a boat tour in Bruges. I've been on one in Ghent, which also has some wave to the people. Hello, people. They're not looking. I should cross over the road. There's a rather interesting gallery here with some figurines that appeared on my thumbnail on the previous live stream. Where are they? In here somewhere. There's a lady. Yes, here we go. Oh, the creepy lady. There we are. Hello, Dibble. There you are. Creepy lady for you. So it's working, Dibble. The only thing is I can't type in comments. Not that I could, because I've got one hand holding an umbrella and one hand holding the gimbal, so a bit difficult to type. So you type, I talk. That's the idea. And I try not to get rain on my camera. Okay, so we're heading towards the place where the old castle was from the 7th century, but it's now just a square. And I think the town hall and everything is on it. We'll cross over here. Oh, hang on, we'll go that way. That's more picturesque. And you'll get to see the one of the most famous scenes of Bruges. So if there's anywhere you'd like me to go in Bruges, you know, if you have your map to hand and say, Simon, go there and talk about that, I shall do that and talk about something anyway. Right, avoid the cyclists. A couple on the tandem, I saw them hiring that earlier. The woman didn't look too secure about it. There we are, we're approaching one of the most famous views of Bruges. If I just stand on this corner, you'll get the view. And 2 weeks ago, it was beautifully sunny. There we go. With the, turn up, yeah. Oh. There, how about that? Oh, Tokyo Drew, yes. I don't know what they're saying in Canadese, whether LO is not such a Canadian thing. I say A up. And he says, hello, Simon. This is the Leatherworkers Square, and it's full of restaurants, which are not overly full because of COVID-19. Obviously, there's not a lot of tourists. I was walking around before I went to get lunch earlier, and went down a little alleyway where a really nice French restaurant was that I'd been to years and years ago. Very cozy, but it seems to have closed down. And opposite that was a Japanese chocolate shop, of all things, in Bruges, and that had closed down as well. So they seem to have, some places seem to have been more badly affected than others. So yes, here we are, coming out onto yet another bridge, approaching a bridge to the market area. We'll just go to the right here, where there's a fish market. It's quite nice with sort of like Doric columns. It's not selling fish. It does sell fish sometimes during the week, but at other times it has all kinds of stalls. Oop, bicycle. What have we got here? What's this? No idea. As you can see, all kinds of goodies. The Victoria antiques. Let's go up here. This is the bridge to the Burg, as it's called, as in Edinburgh, as in the Burgt, which means castle. There's no castle there at all anymore. Obviously, to look down the canal to yet another of the 80 bridges. Hey, Ellen. Nice to see you. How's it looking for us going to Delft later this month? And next week, I'm probably going to Alkmaar with Ingrid to go to a Japanese garden. We've got to organise that, but hopefully. And would you mind if we did a live stream from Delft? That would be cool. So yes, the traditional sounds of bass beat that you get in Bruges. 2 weeks ago, it was some Spanish music, Mexican music, because a couple were getting married. Unfortunately, you didn't see that because it didn't stream. A booze cruise. Well, I had some beer before. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Some kind of disco. This is the neoclassical town hall. They tore down the old one and built a neoclassical one in the 19th century, as they all want to do. And then you've got the Guildhall up here, all very Gothic. A live stream in Delft sounds fun. Good. Right, we'll sort that out, shall we? I can read. Yes, I can read. I've been practicing vids. And there, in the corner, with the sort of gilded figures, let this cyclist go past. There we go. Is the Basilica of the Holy Blood, and apparently there's some crystallized blood of Christ in a little phial somewhere in there. You can believe that. You can believe anything. And there are some local police in their police cycling outfits and hairy legs. Not quite sure what that building is. It's very 19th century looking. But apparently this was where the castle was at some point. Music's a bit weird. It's giving the wrong kind of vibe. Bruges. The thing with doing these live streams is, with the gimbal, is the arm muscles start to ache. My friend from England messaged me sort of while I was having my lunch, because his girlfriend wants to, she's a property owner and she wants to make videos of her properties. And he was asking if I could recommend a gimbal, since I use one. I told him I use this, but there's a better one than this, a lighter one. But unfortunately, I bought this one before the better one came out. This is the, you can just see it if I tilt up, which is up is up, yeah, that's it, tilt up and round up. That's the tower of something that you're not allowed to go up anymore because of COVID-19. And I can't remember what it is, but we're heading to the market square now. And it's definitely busier than 2 weeks ago. Chocolates. This is very touristy here. I shall take you down a little alleyway later. Whoa. COVID's M19, yes. You have to wear a mask. Yes, you're now stuck with it. Your nickname now will be 19. Wind noise is hell. Yes, it's very windy here. We won't go too far on it. I'll just give you a quick look because it's windy. Yeah. Mask the mic. Mask the mic. Mask the mic. The mic is around my neck. If I mask the mic, you won't be able to hear me. I'm using the earphone mic just to reduce wind noise, but obviously that market square is exceedingly windy. It should be better now. Is that better? Chocolate. Now, I'm walking randomly here. I've been around here lots of times and have a vague idea where I'm going. Trying to remember where I went for lunch, actually. And that was quite a nice area. But for now, we'll have to walk down this main street. Main streets are generally not all that fantastic. This is a nice little gallery. Very sort of medievalish. Except for the cars and the motorbikes. A Metal Gear Solid tactic on that little tree. Hello, what? Pardon? You've lost me there completely. Nature. Miffy in English. Chocolates. There you are. Chocolates. More chocolates. It's Belgium. It's chocolates. That's all it is, really. And more chocolates. And a giant red chicken. Okay, fair enough. Stealth COVID tactics on the tree. Okay. Oh yes, that's right. The Torture Museum. There you are. So what you come to Bruges for? I'm just going to flip back to me. I played Metal Gear Solid. Yes, I was playing it last night, actually. Metal Gear Solid 5. Settings, camera. I've messaged. Right, I have to hold it a bit further away. So, yes, I'm now heading to find some interesting little nooks and crannies of Bruges. Trying to avoid the wind noise. Boudoir, love, luxury, and lust. Okay, I shall have to turn round for that one. No, this is what you come to Bruges for. You come to Bruges for love, luxury, and lust. You can't really see much there, can you? Just me. This is an erotic lingerie shop. Fair enough. Now, I came across here, yes. Ah, yes, I think I've got it more or less figured out. I have to cross over here. Oh, this is where we came from, isn't it? Yes. It's very busy. It's busier than I anticipated. across here before I get knocked over. My arm's killing me. Through another little gallery. Well, there's not much sense in me being on the screen. Is there really? Let's have a look. It was just to add variety to the stream. Okay, let's go back. Another little gallery. Reminds me a bit of Italy when I went there. And sorry about the traffic. Somewhere down here, I think. Oh, that's better. Suddenly gone quiet. Oh, that's better. We're going away from, oh, where was it? Just a few weeks before you're 50. I've got another 6 months and I'll be 55. Okay. I'll go down there. That looked fairly interesting-ish. Counting down, like making crosses on notches on the wall. There you are. Oh, there's a big dilapidated house for sale. You could buy that and live in Bruges. Where am I? Oh, I know. I'm sort of near a garden. I need to head back this way. Is there a red light district? Not in Bruges, not that I know of. Not that I'm the sort of person that goes to those sort of places. Kaboom tish. Are you a dad, Dibble? That was a dad joke. Hoegaarden. Yes, Hoegaarden. It's a Belgian white wheat beer. Very refreshing. I had a Belgian Abbey beer with my lunch. Very nice. Well, ask somebody where the red light district, and it's for a friend. I don't think so. Oh no, we're coming in a circle. Oh, bugger. Hang on. Let's have a look. I shall do this, and hopefully you will not disappear. And I will look for maps. Where's maps? No. Maps. Where's maps? Oh, maps isn't there. Okay. Oh, I did have maps. I could have looked where I was going. All right. Belgian bus. Oh, bollocks. Where am I? I've gone in a circle. Right. Go back down there. If I go back the way I came. He's also not a dad. So, Ellen, you're still there. Have you been to Bruges? It's not relatively speaking, it's not that far from you. A couple of hours on train. But it's rather nice. I'm lost now. Simon is lost. Going past the creepy lady again. I'm trying to remember where I went. Hi, Eric. I'm wandering about in Bruges aimlessly, being followed by horses and cars. I had a rather delicious lunch. I didn't make a video of it. I had a brie cheese quiche with pine seeds and a salad, followed by a Belgian beer and ice cream with chocolate sauce and whipped cream. It's rather good. I've got to keep an eye on the time. How long have I been going? My arm says I've been going a long time, but the clock says I've only been going half an hour. I can actually join people on this live stream. You know, if I sent you a link and you had adequate webcam and microphone, you could join me from wherever you are, like Eric in south of Tokyo, Dibble, south of somewhere. I might do that one day. Bruges, yes, we're in Bruges, Eric. You're still there. I'm trying to find a little alleyway to go down to show everybody what's down this alleyway. But I've forgotten where it was. Send a link. Oh, I don't know. How do I send a link? I don't think I have you on Messenger. And if I open Messenger, I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to do that sort of before the show starts. Or not when I'm doing it on my phone. If it was on my computer, I could open another tab and quite easily send a link. North London. You're south of North London. The standard Belgian bus approaches. Yeah, sorry, Vids. Guys, trying to figure out where the hell I am. Windy again. Oh. At least it's not raining. Somewhere out of the wind. Oh, the Lee Valley, that's right. Yes. You said last time that that's your go-to place for getting out in the countryside. Oh, I think I have a vague idea where I am now. I'm at the Archaeological Museum, of all places. Boulangerie. That's French for Very windy. Archaeological Museum. I'll not go there. Whoa, 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 don't do that. Oh, that's better, out of the wind, temporarily, because I can see those flags up there going bananas. I think I'm going further and further away from the little alleyway. But still, everywhere you go here is rather nice. Another time, perhaps. Drunk camera, yes. It does that sometimes. Certainly has a hissy fit. Some kind of church, not sure what, or which, or where. Yes, let's have a look. In medieval times, yes, in the 12th century, blah, blah, blah. I had all this list of interesting facts about Bruges, but it was so dull that I stopped. Ooh, cozy courtyard. Yes. And the wind. Yes, we've now re-entered the wind zone. Oh dear. Oh, hang on. Let's see if we can get to the. I think somewhere around here. I bought a print. Do tell me if it's too windy. Yes, here it is. This is a print shop, and my friend, the actress friend in Japan, on one of the visits, I bought her a print from this shop to take her as a birthday present. Ah. Yes, there are more canals in Bruges than we have seen. I seem to be wandering away from them into the wind. What's down there? Not a lot. What's up there? Also not a lot. Let's go down here. That's better, a bit quieter. It's all like this around here, really. And I have been on these streets many times, but I don't really know where I am. I think to the right somewhere is the main part of town, the main shopping street. A bit of wind again. It's the windy city. It's the Chicago of Belgium. Not. Ooh, what's down there? Shall we go down there? Shall we go up there? The choice is yours. Up there or down there? Endless circles. Everything looks like it's going in a circle. Pretty much. Let's go down here. Sort of typical little gabled cottages. You get everywhere. Now, certainly you can come here. There's obviously tourists, and it's visitable. Not sure whether it's visitable from outside of Europe, although I did see some Chinese before, so possibly. And some Thai people came into the cafe I was in. Not quite sure where I am. Ah, there's my son. Speaking of cleaning, he cleaned out his PlayStation 4 the other week. Oh, I know where I am. Yeah, I have to go up there. He cleaned out his PlayStation 4. Since he'd bought it, he'd not cleaned it, and it was the fan was going berserk, and it was heating up tremendously with every game that he played, and took him a good 2 or 3 hours to figure out how to open it up carefully and whatnot, and looking at all YouTube videos, and then they cleaned it all out, and it works treat now, and hopefully I should be playing it later. I'm sorry about the truck noise. We're now sort of heading more or less into that way. It takes me back to the station. I've got to remember to go back that way. But now there's a big square here, and there's a parking garage underneath. This is if you come to Bruges, you park under that where that glass structure is. That's where you come up from the car park. It's very noisy. Sorry. Is my son a smoker? No, he's not a smoker. Just dust, accumulated dust inside the PlayStation. Warzone with you on? I don't know. I'm rather a solo gamer. God, what a racket! And there are certainly smokers here. Dear, these three in front of me. I'll just cut through here for speed. Oh, it looks like it's been like a Saturday market. And they're all closing up now. The Hotel du Singe d'Or. The Hotel of the Golden Monkey, if I'm correct. There you go. I'll go that way a bit more. Oop, tree, Metal Gear. Metal Gear. I'm getting stiff shoulders from carrying this thing in this one position all the time. Hello, Robert. This is just the regular Saturday market, and they've finished. They start early in the morning, and then there's nothing particularly special about it. It's everything you can get in a supermarket, but in a van. All right, thanks, Dibble. Yes, he actually went online and bought a tool kit for opening it up, especially. Trying to figure out where I am, as usual. Where am I? I'm in Bruges. Let's have a look. What's this? Where's that? Mutley's. Hang on. Your PC's graphics card is old and failing. That happens to us all. Not just graphics cards. Windy again. Sorry. What's down here? I don't think this is particularly picturesque. Down here, no, it's just like a. This is reality. This is Bruges in the raw. That's the sort of the main road. No, let's not go there. Ah, Barringer, you're still here. Jolly good. So, this is slightly different than the last so-called live stream from Bruges. I noticed your comment earlier. Meh. Now, tell me, when I did my first StreamYard mobile stream on Thursday from the nature reserve, not far from where I live, I looked back at the replay, and it wasn't particularly high definition. It was a bit fuzzy. Am I a bit fuzzy at the moment, or is it coming across clearly? I mean, I put it down to being in a nature reserve, which is not ideal for 4G. So, but now we're in a city, so it should have relatively good 4G. So, is it coming through quite sharp and clear? The picture, sound apparently is okay, apart from the wind noise. This is basically just your bog standard shopping street, which Bruges does have, not just touristy shops. Lots of pixelization. Oh dear. Yes. Oh dear. It's fuzzy. Fuzzy pick on the laptop. No, I'm terribly sorry about that. So I won't be doing too many of these outdoor streams then. It does say for the StreamYard, best to use Wi-Fi, which is a bit awkward if you're out and about. You know, when there's no unless I was talking to my sons about it, because he mentioned that it was pixelated on the Thursday stream. I thought perhaps yes, Wi-Fi would be good, but I'm not spending money on a pocket Wi-Fi. Let's go back that way. I think there's another bridge over there. It's okay. Okay, that's good. I mean, it's consistently fuzzy. That's what my son said. Sort of you sort of get used to it. If it was switching between really sort of sharp, high definition, and then pixelated, it would be more annoying. I agree. Yeah. To keep an eye on my battery. It's starting to look low. I've got a quarter of an hour left to stream. Artois. Yeah, little alleyway. It's not the one I thought of first. Another little alleyway. What's weird? I wasn't looking at comments. There's a chap in a delivery van lost. And everybody's getting annoyed. Oh, there we go. Yeah, another canal. It's a nice view to this side. There we are. You have in your living room looking out onto a view like that. Rather nice. So there won't be any Instagram photos this time as a document, unless when I finish the stream I take a few on the way back to the. This doesn't look like it's going anywhere. Let's go back that way. Yes, that's a good question. I mean, this is sort of a green line where the water hits the houses. I imagine it's some tar, perhaps. He's still in the car, and there's a car parked in the way. It's not a good town for driving in, this place. So, another 10 minutes of pixelated stream. While we're walking through random streets where not much is happening, I'll just flip back to myself just to prove that I'm here. Facing out. Yes, they really will have to get a better system for flipping the camera around. Very disappointed that I couldn't find the place I was looking for. To show you anyway. It's rather quaint. And I thought, now that I've got the possibility to do this sort of thing, I would redo the Bruges stream. 2 weeks ago, it was amazing. I had some really good sort of scenes and things to show you, and I was talking my head off like I am now, but even more, and being a very good host to nobody at all. Yes, that's what my son said when I switched back to. I think it's possibly because this sort of the selfie cam thing that has less powerful than the front-facing camera. Thanks, Dibble. And the front-facing camera, like all these megapixels, which then have to be streamed, which makes it sort of hard work. So probably I should stick to just the rear-facing camera, the selfie camera. Sorry about the wind noise. With that, and then if I need to show you anything, I would just turn the gimbal around. That might be better. Why build houses? The main income comes through the canals of your city, and you have access to those canals. Then, or you've built your fortune on them, as it were. Then you're quite tempted to sort of build your house near it. I should imagine that would be my logical reasoning for that. Could do with a coffee after all this. It's all right having a selfie camera, but it's keeping it on you that's the tricky bit. Leole. Keep getting stared at because I'm carrying this damn thing around. I tell my friend in England that you look a complete idiot when you walk around with a bloody great gimbal. Yeah, I can't. I don't know. I suppose I could adjust the because it's a Chrome-based browser app for the streaming. Whether you can adjust your camera beforehand. Yeah, this is sort of like the main shopping street. I'll head that way. This could be anywhere in Europe with all regular shops. Yeah, so whether you could adjust the camera beforehand, put the settings down, tune it down as it were. I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether you can do that actually on. Right. I'm going to wander back gently to the station, I think. If I remember where it is. Where's the station? The station is back over there, isn't it? Oh, my face is straight in the camera. Is it there or is it there? I don't remember. Yeah, I mean the is StreamYard itself is limited to 720p. It's chaos. Go down here, it's quieter. That's better. I've just been going around in circles all the time. I find it a nice place. Ah, yes, that was it. It's over there, isn't it? Oh, come back. Oh, yeah. And I'll head through. Yes, there's the the area back to the park and back to the station. So I'll head back that way. I think I did a stream once from Bruges back when I had the YouTube app, and it rained on the way back, and my camera went absolutely berserk. But hopefully that won't happen this time. I have to hold it this far away. Very awkward. Right, you're just seeing my chin at the moment. So what I'll do, there's only a few minutes left. Oh, well, I'll stop here and announce that next week on the Simon NoChaNoMa show, I will hopefully be in the Japanese garden, and the weather will be better in Holland with my friend Ingrid. I've still got to arrange that. Failing that, I shall be in my living room at home. Where are you? Yes. So I'm gonna stop it now because it's a bit awkward to try and I've got to get back in time for my train. But I hope you enjoyed this live stream from Bruges. It was generally wandering about and interacting. I can't stop now. 4 minutes to go. Yes, I need to stop now, people, because there's not a great deal happening, and I shall just be wandering back to the station, and it's not particularly scenic, I'm afraid. Slack. Well, you're getting 2 minutes extra. There we go. As I go down a random alley, not really knowing where I am. That smells of pizza for some reason. Bruges sucks, yes. Ave Maria. Okay. No idea. Where the hell am I? Come back. I shall turn you around. Turn around. Oh, yeah. If I turn you around, you can have a look where I'm going. See, it's entirely thrilling, isn't it? I have to follow the blue arrow, probably. I'll turn you back. Okay, yes. I vaguely know where I am now. Yes, the city's not all aspects of the city are pretty. You have the sort of the core area, which is sort of very. Although Bruges generally, you have to sort of go out of the way to find the grotty bits. But there, I've got to go up there, up where those trees are, and that will take me back to the station. So I've got 30 seconds to go. And with that, I shall say goodbye. Thank you for joining me, putting up with the stream, all the pixelated glory of it, and the wind noise, and my rambling nonsense. And hopefully, next week, I'll be doing all that again in Holland. But for now, I'm going to head up here towards the station. So thanks for joining, everybody. And I'm going to press the off button and see you all again next week. Bye for now.